Good evening and welcome to tonight's regional news. St. Vincent and the Grenadines has reported more cases of the Gamma and Mu COVID-19 variant. The Ministry of Health says it was informed by CARPA of the COVID-19 sequencing results of 4 positive samples collected from patients in St. Vincent and the Grenadines on August 30 and 31. On September 25, CARPA said that the Gamma variant of concern was detected in 2 samples and the Mu variant of concern was detected in also 2 samples. The samples are from Vincentian residents who tested positive for SARS-CoV-2 on August 30 and 31. These adults have not been vaccinated against COVID-19. These cases were isolated and have since tested negative for COVID-19. There are now 943 active cases. Now in Grenada. Prime Minister of Grenada, Dr. Keith Mitchell, has made an appeal for Grenadian health professionals abroad to return home for a bit to help their country during the COVID-19 pandemic. The Prime Minister said that the island's nursing staff is overstretched and cannot man every facility. He said, I quote, "I have called on family members where there are nurses to come and give 2 weeks. We need you. Your country needs you." End of quote. And internationally, a bright red river of lava from the volcano in Spain's La Palma island has finally tumbled over a cliff and into the Atlantic Ocean, setting off huge plumes of steam and possibly toxic gases that forced local residents outside the evacuation zone to remain indoors on Wednesday. The immediate area had been evacuated for several days as authorities waited for the lava that began erupting September 19 to traverse the 4 miles to the island's edge. On the way down, the lava flows engulfed at least 656 buildings, mostly homes and farm buildings, in its unstoppable march to the sea. The meeting of molten rocks and seawater finally came at 11 p.m. on Tuesday. No deaths or serious injuries have been reported from the island's first eruption in 50 years, thanks to the prompt evacuations of over 6,000 people. In the United States of America, President Joe Biden is caught between a hard place and an even harder one when it comes to immigration. Biden embraced major progressive policy goals on the issue after he won the Democratic nomination, and he has begun enacting some. But his administration has been forced to confront unusually high numbers of migrants trying to enter the country along the U.S.-Mexico border, and the federal response has inflamed both critics and allies. Just 35% of Americans approve of Biden's handling of immigration, down from 43% in April, when it was already one of Biden's worst issues, according to a new poll from the Associated Press Center for Public Affairs Research. Recently, images emerged of Border Patrol agents on horseback blocking and using their reins to whip at Haitian migrants from crossing the Rio Grande only aided to the angst. Biden has since expressed outrage at the tactics. Some of Biden's strongest supporters on Capitol Hill and immigration advocates have been expressing outrage about the administration's continued reliance on a Trump-era public health authority known as Title 42 to rapidly expel migrants, including thousands of Haitians. That was all for tonight's regional news. Thank you for joining.